Hey, how's it going? Welcome back to the Social.in account. This is Pradeep, and in this episode of the Social Media Weekly, we're talking about new GMB features that are going to save your small business. We're talking about Google and Microsoft potentially buying a stake in the Indian telecom sector, and we're talking about Facebook copying another app to give you the Collab app. Let's get started. So the first story we have for today is about Google and Microsoft potentially buying stakes in the Indian telecom sector. So the first one is Google, and apparently they're going to be buying a $2 billion stake, that's 5% in Vodafone Idea, which is India's second largest telecom company. Also, Microsoft is going to be buying a $2 billion stake in Jio Platforms. Jio Platforms, I'll remind you, is going to be listing overseas probably early next year. Also, Jio Platforms in the last 1 month alone has raised over $10.3 billion from Facebook, KKR, and a whole host of others. There is a link in the description right next to that like button. The next story has to do with new GMB features that are going to save your small business. The first one is called Support Links and allows users to donate or buy gift cards for your small business on your GMB page. The donation is powered by PayPal and GoFundMe, and the gift cards are powered by Toast, Clover, and a host of others. Also, the second feature is called Reserve with Google. It has allowed partnerships with Booksy and Wellness Living. Also, you have secondary hours, wherein if you have your restaurant open for a certain time for dine-in and a certain secondary time for takeout, you can mention that on your GMB page. And the third feature is called Online Appointments and Online Classes, which Google is now supporting right inside GMB. If you have not invested in your GMB page, you should do so right away. The next story has to do with President Trump signing an executive order for Section 230 of the Communications Decency Act in the US. So the Communications Decency Act, Section 230, basically provides for exemption of liability for social media companies like Facebook, Twitter, Google from the content on their platforms because they are platforms and not publishers. Now, Trump has put out a tweet wherein he's talking about mail-in voter fraud. Now, Twitter has put out a badge on that tweet saying that it needs to be fact-checked. Twitter has had a long-standing feud with Trump. Now, the first option they could have done is to take down his tweet. The second option is to restrict its reach. And the third option is to put up a badge. They've chosen the third option, and Trump is not happy. Trump has now signed an executive order wherein Section 230 will no longer apply. That is, the people who post the content will be liable, and in this case, that's President Trump. Our next story has to do with Facebook Marketplaces launching support for new products. Facebook Marketplace originally supported C2C products, wherein a consumer would sell to other consumers their old products. Now it's launching in beta format a new support for new products. If you have a Feedonomics account, you can use it to set up a Facebook shop and use your data feed to set up Facebook Marketplaces, wherein you can sell your new products inside of Facebook Marketplaces. What's interesting here is that the commission rate is fixed at 5% for all product categories, and there is no listing fees. Also, if you use this feature, you can add checkout on Instagram. Facebook is definitely trying to compete with Amazon, and here's hoping that they succeed. Our final story of the day has to do with Facebook launching another copied app. It's called Collab App. So Facebook's NPE team has copied TikTok to launch Collab App. In Collab App, you can either create a 15-second musical arrangement video or remix somebody else's content and post it to the Collab App or other social media, including TikTok. Facebook's NPE team has just launched group audio calling through the Catch-up app, and this is another attempt to be relevant. That's about it for this week's episode, guys. If you liked it, please give it a thumbs up. As always, please go over to YouTube and subscribe to the Social.in account. Ring that notification bell so that you never miss a video, and I will see you guys in the next episode.